Will Arman Tsarukyan take out Dan Hooker in the main event of UFC Qatar? See who fighters are picking in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
The Arman. Because you already know what he's going to do. Because he don't give a shit about the fight being exciting. Dan Hooker likes good fights. He likes exciting fights. Dan likes to please the fans. Likes to please you. Arman don't give a fuck about that, bro. He's gonna come out and grab you. He's gonna drive until the end of until the bell rings. So he don't care. He don't care about making it exciting. That fight, unless Dan hits him with something early and like hurts him and like can make him like kind of have to fight through some adversity, it's gonna be a boring ass fight.
I mean, it's tough to pick against Arman in this fight. Dan, I don't really see Dan having too many advantages in this fight. The only thing I can really think of as far as having an advantage in, I would say Dan has, he's got that dog in him. So if it turns into a punching match, man, Dan's going to be great there. But I just don't think Arman necessarily needs it to be a punching match. So, yeah, I would definitely got Arman on that one.
I'm going to go Arman, even though I want Dan Hooker to win. I like his style a lot.
That's a pretty sick fight, bro. I think I see Arman winning that. He's a beast, bro. He's a monster, man. Regardless of all the noise and stuff, I think he's been training with Chimaev and over there at Santos Studios. We actually got to meet some of them boys over there at Jackson. So yeah, I'll probably root for Arman. But Hooker's game, man. He's as game as they get. So it'll be interesting to see if what he does. If he's been talking, so let's see if he starts to throw some hands.
So you're rooting for Arman, but you think he wins?
Yeah, both.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I think most people are picking him, but yeah.
Rooting for him, man. I think he would. I just think he has more tools. He has more ways of victory.
Tsarukyan. He's just too good of a wrestler. And
I'm gonna go with Dan. The Hangman.
Oh, Arman Tsarukyan. Yeah, I really hope they make him in that Ilya fight.
Arman Tsarukyan grapple humps Dan Hooker. Or submits him.
Arman Tsarukyan. Love Dan Hooker, love the attitude, love it all, but Arman Tsarukyan is just a different class.
Well, I want to see Dan Hooker win, but again, I think it's very similar, right? Like Arman can grapple his ass off, and he's got great conditioning. It's whether or not Dan's going to be able to withstand that for the duration, right? So I want Dan to win, but I can't bet with my heart. so I have to say Arman will win. But I want Dan Hooker to win.
I'm a big fan of Hooker, so I'm going to go for Hooker on that one.
Okay. And you think he wins too?
Yeah.
Oh, the main event of the night that I'll be fighting. Arman Tsarukyan. He's going to use his wrestling and dominate.
I like Dan Hooker, so I hope he wins. But I mean, it's a tough matchup, obviously. Arman's wrestling and grappling, but Dan beat Gamrot, dude. So I mean, Gamrot is as like annoying as it is. I feel like for a grappler, like he's just gonna keep shooting. And Dan, I feel like really was real good at just getting back to his feet, fighting the hands, and just like fought for every inch, which is like so important against those guys. So probably Arman, but I'm pulling for Dan.
Yeah, I'm with Arman Tsarukyan. I think he's gonna win that fight. I think he has more how I can say you like complete game. He can wrestling, he can jiu-jitsu, he can striking. I think he like fighter, he like more better. And I think he more hungry, like he long time don't fight. Here is on the title shot and he pull out. He sit on the freezer for like 2 years, almost 2 years, yeah. And now he coming back. I think this guy hungry.
Arman.
That dude looks pretty good right now. Obviously styles make fights. People look at the fight that Dan Hooker beat Gamrot. They're like, oh yeah, but styles make fights, and I definitely think it's a 5-round fight, correct?
That fight is 5 rounds, yes.
Okay. I think it's gonna favor Arman a lot more.
Yeah, I don't know. That'll be an interesting fight because if Dan Hooker can establish range, he can catch him on the outside for sure. Maybe catch him with a knee coming in. I would think at some point Tsarukyan takes him down, and if he does, it's going to be hard to get up. But that's one of those where like Tsarukyan really better be on his P's and Q's getting in the inside, because if he gets tagged at all on the outside, Dan Hooker could be a bad thing, could be a good thing. He can get a little reckless and aggressive with his striking, which if he catches him will be great. But if he doesn't, it could lead to giving up a takedown. So that'll be an interesting one to watch.
Well, who do you give the edge to though? I think Arman is the betting favorite.
If I had to put money on it, I would say Arman.
That's gonna be a banger, dude. I think Arman's gonna get him though.
I think Arman's smart enough to know that he's got to keep Dan on his back the whole time. You know what I'm saying? If Arman can't keep Dan on his back the whole time, I got Dan winning that fight. But I think, like Arman, you know, he's a pro. He's done as well as he has for a reason. He's gonna keep that motherfucker Dan off of his feet because Dan is absolutely nuts. Like that's Dan's the kind of guy I would love to spar with Dan just because he just seems like a riot, you know what I mean? But with all that being said, yeah, I think Arman keeps him on his back, doesn't let him do what Dan does, and gets out of there with a decision.
Bro, I like both fighters. I think Tsarukyan gonna win because he's more complete. He's have a good striker, and he's a good striker. I have a good grappling also, but I like more Dan Hooker. You know his style. I like more.